Cloud. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, this is the post they're going to post your results to right here each day. So today is Monday, July 1st. So you put Monday, July 1st, prospecting reach outs and put the number that you did. Minimum has to be at least 15. Again, it doesn't matter where you find people. You can stand out on the median on the highway with a sign that says prospecting for business partners. Here's my phone, whatever you want
Yeah.
to do, just get to your number, right? The whole point is to be creative, get to your number, right? So that's that. These are the scripts that I just put in the accountability group for the WhatsApp chat. Here's people right? And I'm just going to read this so it sort of makes sense and explain how this works. You can do this with a phone call. You can do it with a text message. You can do it with a voice message, a voice note, right? So if you're doing this on a voice note, and let's say I go to Facebook and I search for Robert Kiyosaki's page, and I go in there and there's probably a post with a whole bunch of people making comments. So I would say, Bawalia, I ran across your profile on the Robert Kiyosaki page. I work with entrepreneurs like me to help them earn a side hustle income trading Forex, crypto, and stock options and futures. Curious, I was like, curious, have you ever considered learning how to trade? If you have, would you be open to learning more about our Trading Academy platform? If you're open, I can get you more details. If not, no worries. Let me know either way. This would make an awesome voice note, right? If you're going to leave a voice note, I would recommend standing up and smiling. It just makes a huge difference in how it comes across. You might even want to practice it first and then listen to it to make sure it sounds like you're not dying or a dead duck, right? So, hey, Bawalia, this is Forrest. I found your, and let me stand up and smile. Hey, Bawalia, this is Forrest. I ran across your profile on the Robert Kiyosaki page. I work with entrepreneurs like me to help them earn a side hustle income trading Forex, crypto, and stock options. Curious, have you ever considered learning how to trade? If you have, would you be open to learning more about our Trading Academy platform? If you're open, I can get more details for you. If not, no worries. Just let me know either way. Thanks. Bye. Boom. That's your voice note message, right? See how it had some energy in it? It sounds like me, and of course they can always come to my profile and say, yep, that's Forrest, sound just like him, right? So that's this one. You can send it in a text message, but again, a text message, remember when somebody's reading a text message, if they're in a crappy mood, they're going to read your message in a crappy mood. If you leave it in a voice note, they're going to hear the enthusiasm. As long as you're being enthusiastic, and like, hey boy, yeah, this is Forrest. I'm with this Trading Academy thing, and well, I was wondering, I ran across your profile, and you're probably not interested, but if you are, maybe it's crap, right? We don't want to do that. So next one, and that's sort of the people you don't know, and you can adjust it. I just used the Robert Kiyosaki page. You can choose any page you want: the Vikings, the Cardinals, the Redskins, cycling, car pages, wherever, right? If you're into sports, football, it doesn't really matter, right? You just want to find people that have and I'll say this, I'm not going to teach this right now, but when you open up their tabs on Facebook, I'm actually going to train this tomorrow, but when you open up their tabs, you're going to open up about 50 tabs and you're looking for people that have a public profile. How do you know their profile's public? Because they have an availability to comment on their post. If you can't comment on a post, their profile isn't public. So what you would do in this case, how you prospect cold people. One is you're going to go tab open a bunch of people. Say Denver Broncos. I'm going to go to Denver Broncos page. I'm going to find a post that has a whole bunch of people that have commented or said something about it. I'm going to open up about 50 of their tabs. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and I'm going to look for the ones that I can comment on their timeline. If I can't comment, I hit the X and I close the tab. I'm looking for whatever number, 30 people roughly. So I'm going to find 30 people that are give me the opportunity to comment on their timeline. I'm then going to go leave a voice note in their messenger. I'm not sending them a friend request. I'm not sending them a friend request. I'm not sending them a friend request. I'm simply sending them a voice note through Messenger. I'm going to leave that voice note. Then I'm going to go to their profile and I'm going to find a post on there that says, hey, Denver Broncos fan, really cool, go Broncos. Hopefully they go to the Super Bowl this year. Whatever your comment needs to be about the Broncos, right? P.S. Check your messages. I just left you a message. Boom, next, move on. That's all you got to do. If you do 30 of those should take you about 45 minutes if you do it really fast. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know if you, well, you can't copy and paste a voice note because you're actually going to say their name in the voice note. So you just have to say it 30 times, but make sure that you're enthusiastic when you leave it, right? So just get ready to do that if you're going to leave voice notes. The reason you want to leave a voice note is because it lets them know that you're not an AI bot just automated and sending messages, right? That's just crap, right? So you're going to do that. And of course, if they respond back to you, then you're going to go to your spreadsheet, wherever you're keeping that. I reached out to 30 people today, got 1 no, 3 yeses, or maybe got zeros. Again, that's your personal deal, but on the timeline, on our timeline over there, you're going to post, right? You're going to post how many people that you reached out to. So that's that script, right? In terms of reaching out. And again, as soon as you're done with your numbers, you're just going to come to my timeline. You're going to find this post right here, and you're going to post your numbers. Monday, July 1st, prospecting reach outs, and put whatever your number is in there. Tomorrow it's going to be, Tuesday is going to be 20% more. Wednesday is going to be 20% more than that. Thursday is going to be 20% more than that. Friday is going to be 20% more than that. So by the time you get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're going to be pushing. You're like, whew, I got a lot of people to reach out to today. So that's the script here for that one. People we don't know. Again, here's another one. I ran across your profile in the Robert Kiyosaki page. I work with entrepreneurs like me looking for additional streams of income. Our company offers a very competitive affiliate referral compensation plan. If you're actively open to considering additional income options, I can get you more details. If not, no worries. Let me know either way, right? Simple script. You're just getting to the point. You're getting to the point, get to the point, right? LinkedIn, right? And LinkedIn is sort of limited on how you can communicate with people. It's sort of a pain in the butt unless you do the paid version. If you want to do the paid version, totally up to you. I've got the free version. I'm doing free, and they're limited on characters. I think I got this down to almost like 1 character left. Pretty close anyway. Say I work with salespeople like you who want to earn. This could be salespeople, real estate agents, engineers, doctors, attorneys, whatever you want to put in this space right here, right? Whatever you want to put in this space, completely up to you, depending on your search. I'm going to show you how to do this here in just a second. I work with salespeople like you who want to learn how to trade stock options, Forex, and crypto. Would you be open to learning more about our Trading Academy platform, right? Very, very simple, easy process. That's like a yes or no. Like, do you want to learn more about our Trading Academy platform? Yes or no? A lot of people, when you send them a connection request on LinkedIn, they'll accept the request, but they don't read the message that goes with it. So when you see that they've connected with you on LinkedIn, you're going to go back and say, hey, Dr. Little, I see that you accepted my connection request. Did you read my message about trading stock options? Or did you read the message I sent? Oh, they're going to go read it. Sometimes they won't reply. Remember, LinkedIn moves slower than all the other platforms because people aren't living on LinkedIn like they're living on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. So it moves a little bit slower. So just realize if you go out and you prospect 50 people on LinkedIn, you literally might not hear back from some of them for 6 months. Just keep that in mind, right? Don't freak out about it. It's a different platform. It's just different. It's a good place to find people that are looking for money, but again, it takes a little bit more time. Now, people that we do know, right? And this you can put your own personality into this. I would recommend calling them versus sending them. You can call or text them if you want to, but I would text them and say, hey, are you available for a quick phone call? And then call them, right? So people you don't know. And it'd be, hey, Dr. Little, I'm not sure if you know this, but I just enrolled in a trading academy learning how to trade. Just pick one of these. Just pick one. Stock options, Forex, crypto, or futures. Just one. Don't pick them all. Just pick one because you're not going to try to learn all these at the same time. Even though you might be, just pick one because you'll freak somebody out. So learning how to trade stock options. Curious, have you ever considered learning how to trade, right? You don't wait for them to answer. You're talking to them on the phone. So it'd be, hey, Dr. Little, this is Forrest. Hey, I'm not sure if you know, hey, how you doing? Hey, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, right? We learned this in Grant Cardone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? And hey, it's been a long time. How you doing? Great. Check this out. This is a business call. We'll have to catch up later. I'm not sure if you know this, but I just enrolled into a trading academy learning how to trade stock options. Curious, have you ever wanted to learn how to trade? If you have, would you be open to join me in classes so we can learn together? Now you wait. And they're going to say, What is it? Yes or no? Because they're like, what did you just say? Yeah, what's this about? Dr. Little, like I said, I just enrolled into a trading academy learning how to trade stock options. I thought about you and is curious, have you ever thought about learning how to trade? They're going to say yes, sure, no. Okay, not a big deal. And then of course, option, then you can read the rest of it. You can fit it in. You just sort of got to fit this into where the conversation's going. Great. And you're going to say, what is it? I can get you some details. At this point, you can take them straight to the Learn ECA dashboard. That's what I would do. Keep it simple. You don't need to give them a full-blown presentation. Say, hold on a second, I'll show you the academy. Open up your Zoom, do a screen share, show them the Trading Academy, walk them through and say, these are the classes. This is where you go to find stock options. They got recorded classes. Our next live class is on this date. This is how much it is, $149 to get started, and it's $99 a month. You want to go ahead and come and join me in class? Yes or no? Just get to the point. There's not, people either want to learn how to trade or they don't want to learn how to trade. Now, if you've got a couple of stories that you can throw in behind that, like, my friend Jeremy started trading back in February and made $1,000 his first month. Just grab some stories and testimonies if you want to have those as well. Or if you've got your own story and testimony, use that, right? You can say, hey, check this out. You can shoot them a text message and say, hey, check this out. They can go, what is it? And you're going to say, hey, this is how much I'm earned trading stock options, and make it a small number. Don't send them $15,000 because they're going to think you're full of crap, right? Just send them a small number. Keep it reasonable, right? So that's some people you know. Another people you know, hey, name, I'm not sure if you know this. I work with a company that specializes, and this is more for a little more direct name. I'm not sure if you know this, but I work with a company that specializes in trading, in trading education with a focus on, whichever. Curious, have you ever considered learning how to trade? If you have, I can get you more details. If not, no worries. Let me know either way. This is more just a direct approach. You're not inviting them to come and join you in class, although you sort of are. It's a little bit different than this one. This one is more personal. Hey, dude, why don't you come and hang out in class with me? This one is more like, hey, I work with a company that specializes in trading education, focused on stock options, Forex, and crypto. Curious, have you ever considered learning how to trade? If you have, I can get you more details. If not, no worries. Let me know either way. Then this one, a little bit different approach. I thought I had one more script here. Did I skip something? People don't know LinkedIn. Okay. And then this one, people we know, name, I'm not sure if you know this. I work with a company that specializes in trading education, focused on stock options, crypto. Would you be open to learning? Would you be open to sending me referrals if you bump into anyone considering a career in trading? Thanks in advance. Again, this is more the referral one. So maybe you've burnt your warm market out in inviting them to business opportunities. This one is, hey, I'm working with a trading academy that specializes in education on Forex and crypto. Would you be open to sending me some referrals? Appreciate it, right? This is just more of you just dropping a nugget in their ear to say they're going to know what you're doing. So you're sort of doing two things. You're asking for a referral, but the referral you want is actually them. So there's sort of an end run around, right? So that's the scripts. So let's go to LinkedIn and let's see if this actually works here. I think I got the right number of characters down. I'm going to show you how I do this on LinkedIn. You can do the same thing on Facebook. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to do it on Facebook because Facebook's a little bit more touchy, but I'll show you exactly how to do this on Facebook. In the meantime, you still need to go out. Don't wait on me. Go out. I think Dr. Little said she's going to reach out to 44 people today. So yay, yay, yay. And again, going back, when you guys get your numbers, simply come to my Facebook timeline. This post is pinned at the top and simply post your numbers in here. Like today would be Monday, July 1st, prospecting reach outs, and put your number in there. And that's it, right? And then you can share it to your timeline if you like. So let's go to LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, right, how you find people, right? This is very, very cool. This is very, very easy to be able to find people on here. One is I'm going to come up and I'm going to click on my network. I'm going to open up my network. And what is my network doing? Hold on. Let's try that again. My network. If this changed on me, catch up in your network, use job. What are we doing? Did it change on me? No, you did not. Oh, connections. There we go. Good grief. Whew. Boy, I thought they had made a change on me at the last minute because I was literally just looking at this. So you go to my network, you're looking for connections. In connections, this is mainly going to show the people that you're already connected to. you want to do a search with filters. Right, you're going to come over and search with filters. I'm going to search for second and third. And I'm going to turn off first. Why first? You can do whatever you want to, right? I'm just telling you how I do it, right? Second and third, and then I'm going to come over to all filters. And let me clarify this. I just did this and chose second and third. Can you see this number over here?
Oh my.
1,060,000,000 results. I'm not going to run out of people to prospect. And I haven't even like narrowed it down yet, right? So next we can come over here to filters. And I'm going to come down here. I got locations. If I just want to do my location, I'm just going to leave it wide open, right? I don't necessarily want to choose a company. I can always add a company. Like if, for example, I've got a friend that's in financial services and he wanted to target reps that are already licensed at another particular firm because he knew they were having some issues. So I showed him how to put in that company's name. It brought up all the people that were listed in LinkedIn at that company name, and he went directly after them as prospects. So you can use this any way you want, right? So don't need to put a company in there. I'm going to come down in here and I'm going to put in a title, and I can do any title I want. So I'm just going to do sales, right? And I'm going to hit show results. Sales, it came up with 16,500,000 in sales. Now you can narrow it down to a city if you want to. Maybe you just want to focus on St. Louis or Houston or Kentucky, wherever you live. Maybe just a state. You can do it however you want to. If you want to narrow that down, just go back and go through the filters and add in a state. My next thing is I want to send connection requests. I'm not going to send a connection request to anybody that doesn't have a picture, right? I'm just not going to do that. And I don't want to just I want to connect with people. I don't just want to message them. So I want to connect. These people are saying I can message them, which is great, right? So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to grab my little LinkedIn script. I'm going to come over here to LinkedIn and I'm going to hit connect, add a note. Now see, it's only letting me do 5 here. So this is where the pain in the butt comes. Oh, I got a whole lot of extra room. So I can actually put his name in here. And his name was John. John, I work with salespeople like you, want to creating stock option platform. Would you be open to learning more about our Trading Academy platform? If you are, let me know. No. There we go. And send. So that's send. That's a pending connection request. Now I can still send connection requests. I just can't do it without a note. So I'm going to go through here and I can do it either way. I can send a note, right? I can send a note like this and just do a note. Okay, I lost my spot. Oh, pending, connect, add a note. I don't think this thing can do math because I think I've only got 2 left. I'm not going to follow anybody, right? I'm not following anybody. I can message somebody if I want to. Here's a message. Oh, never mind. Never mind. I want to connect. And add a note, Kevin. Make sure I spell their name right. And this sounds crazy, you guys, but again, you are looking for people that are sitting around thinking like, I'm thinking about making some extra money. Maybe I am. I've never thought about trading before. Or maybe you just bump into somebody that wants to trade, right? So let's go to the next. So once you run out, and it's probably not going to let me do any more messages, I'm just going to send connection requests. So I'm going to hit connect, send without a note, connect, send without a note. This is very, very easy. Connect, send without a note, connect, send without a note, connect, send without a note. And Forrest, what's the point in this? The point is to connect with people. It's the same psychology of, remember, I've got 16 million people on LinkedIn. Out of this 16 million people that are in sales, somebody is going to want to learn how to trade. Someone is going to want to learn how to trade. Here's the other part of this. In my LinkedIn profile, I've got videos about how to set up a trade locker, how to trade, how to do stock. It's in there. So when they come to my timeline and they read my little bio, they see what I'm doing, right? It's not some type of top secret deal of, whatever it is. So I've got my bio lined up. So if they need to come and peep on me and say, hey, what is this guy all about? I have no problem with that. If they want to learn how to trade, they're going to connect with me. Right? And I didn't want to do that. I haven't been counting, so I have no idea. Actually, I need to undo that one. And I think it's probably going to max me out here in a minute for sending connection requests, and it's going to kick me to the curb. Sean Gibson, I actually know him. I used to sell cars with him. So yeah, general sales manager at Audi. Who I'm going to have to call him now. And it's funny how you bump into people like, oh, I actually know Sean. Yep. I sold Mercedes-Benz with him when I was selling Mercedes about 10 years ago. So cool deal. So anyway, that's how you prospect on here, right? Very, very easy. Now, what's going to happen is as these people on LinkedIn accept my connection request, I'm going to get an email that's going to come into my email that says, I think I know Julie too. Send me back it's going to connect with me and say connection request accepted. At that time, I can then go directly to their profile, right? Once I'm connected with them, I can go directly to their profile and I can send them a message. I don't know if you guys have ever been on LinkedIn, but I get prospected all the time on LinkedIn with people saying, hey, we're doing this. Or, hey, we read your profile. It looks like you have the qualifications to possibly work in our telemarketing department or our sales department or whatever. Would you be open to setting up an interview? They do it all the time. It's nothing new, right? We're doing exactly the same thing. So don't be scaredy cats in terms of doing this. You are looking for salespeople. I like LinkedIn because when I have the conversation with somebody on LinkedIn, it makes it really, really easy for me to say, hey, what kind of income are you doing? What are you looking for? How much money are you looking to make? Here's what we do. And I can lead them if they're like, well, I make six figures now. Cool, perfect. I love people that make six figures because you're a go-getter. And I'm looking for somebody that wants to maybe go to high six figures or even double that. Have you ever thought about building a sales team? All right. I'm going to go straight for the gusto. not going to play around with. Are you looking to build a sales team? Yes, great. You can override a sales team of unlimited number of people, right? Matter of fact, one of our team members just got to the point where her sales team is so big, I don't even want to say $75,000 a month, but she is, right? She's making a lot of freaking money with an override for an Icon 75 that we just got promoted. Anyway, I probably wouldn't say that to somebody because it seems unrealistic. Wally, I see your hand popping up.
Yeah, coach. When you went to my network, where did you go after that?
You go to My Network,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't know why this is usually pulled down, but if you don't see the little pull down arrow, then gonna click on connections.
Okay.
Right, you'll click on connections, and then you want to search with filters.
Okay.
Search with filters. And I do second and third. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do first connections, I like to do second and third. It gives me a little bit better work on there. But again, second and third, if I leave this wide open, I can come in here and do filters. And if I just want to say I just want to do Missouri, right? And I want to do, somebody give me a field to work in.
Um,
How about marketing?
Education.
Education? Okay. Okay, what just happened? Let me try this again. That's it. No, I don't want to change jobs. I just want to do a filter. Second, third, people in Missouri. All filters. I think I'm trying to move too fast. Missouri. Title educator. Did I spell that right? Yeah. So in Missouri, educators came up with 7,200 results. So depending on how you want to search, if you want to search your local area because you want to do maybe some face-to-face conversations with people, there you go. And I would go through exactly the same thing. I work with educators, and I put in my message here. I work with salespeople. Just change it. I work with educators like you. However you want to mix these scripts up, right? To learning more about our trading academy. If you could say educators to learn an additional income, just take these scripts and use them sort of as a template where you want to fit in, right? You could say, hey, I work with a company that specializes in whatever, like this script here. You could take out, I'm not sure if you know this, say, hey, what was that first person's name up there? Robin. Robin, around across your profile on LinkedIn, right? Run across your profile on LinkedIn. I work with educators like me looking to earn additional streams of income. Our company offers a very competitive, you could say, compensation plan. Could take out affiliate referral and just say compensation plan. If you're actively open to considering additional income options, I can get you more details. If not, no worries, let me know either way. So you can customize these to feel more comfortable to the person that you're communicating with. Does that make sense? Linda, can you still not hear him?
Yes, that makes sense. And I like that we're able to do this while we're on the Zoom. Even though I send my 44 before the meeting, I'm still adding 44 more from
There you
LinkedIn.
go. There you go. There you go. So as you work with LinkedIn, you'll get used to this. So you'll do a connection, it'll come into your email. Some of your connection requests may not show up. You're like, man, I sent that connection request to them 6 months ago and they're just now responding. That's okay. You just want to pile them on top because we ain't going out of business 6 months from now, right? So this is the LinkedIn way to prospect. I actually think I've got, where am I at? I said 50. I think I got about 15 more to go. I don't want to keep you guys here forever because we're already over my 30-minute time frame. But tomorrow I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you how to prospect on Facebook. If that's something you got, well, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to show you how to
Okay.
prospect on Facebook.
I have a question for us because it says that I have 5 remaining for the month personalized invitations on LinkedIn.
How many did you send so far?
One, this one, and then it's telling me to try premium for $0.
Now,
I guess
are those with notes or those without notes?
those were written. I'm sending a note. The first
So
one
yeah,
I sent without.
the note will limit you to like 5. If you just do
Okay.
regular connection requests without a note, you can roughly get away with like 15 to 20 a day before it'll pause you out. If it pauses you out, just take a break and come back maybe in 24 to 48 hours and try again.
Okay.
And then I know, and this is just for you guys, if you're a veteran, if you're a military veteran, you can get the premium for 12 months for free. You just have to go Google LinkedIn veteran and it'll give you a special deal and it makes you go through the ID me type kind of stuff. So if you know anybody that's a veteran that wants to prospect on LinkedIn, they can get the premium for free for a year.
Okay.
So cool deal there. All right. Any thoughts, questions? That was a good question. I've got about 15 more to do to get to my 50. And then tomorrow, we'll again put your numbers up. So I'm gonna go post my numbers here as soon as I hit my 50. Stick with your daily goals. If you're gonna do 44 more, then you're gonna be at 88.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Increasing that by 20% tomorrow is gonna be a butt kicker. So totally up to you how you want to do it. So remember,
So that I understand this number game. So when I do 44 and then I go back and I'm increasing by 20%. Let me make sure because I'm not good with numbers. Let me see what my number would be tomorrow, meaning 44 times 20% equals, so that's really 9 people, 9 more people.
You got
Okay,
9 more people.
plus 9, so tomorrow I have to have 53.
Yep. I mean, it
Okay,
doesn't have to be
got
exactly 20%. You may be one over, but it's pretty close. Just get as close as you can. But
Okay.
you'll get to 53, and then 20% of that's going to be like 62 or 61, and then
Okay.
20% of that's going to be like 74. Now you're really going to
Okay.
start to really feel the pressure on day 4. You're really going to start to turn up the heat, because then the numbers get really big. Because from 74, you're going to be just under 100, like at 98, right? So
Okay.
it'll go fast when you get to like day 5. You'll be like, "Whoo, man, this is fun." Right? But make
Oh.
sure anybody that responds, make sure you put them on your spreadsheet so you can keep track of them. Put their link, if they're on LinkedIn, right? For example, let's say my buddy Robin here, right? She decides to respond. She responds back and says, "Yes, I'd like more information." I'm going to go grab her LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to put it
Okay.
on my sheet. I'm going to put the day's date. I'm going to put her name. I'm going to put the location I found her from on LinkedIn. I'm going to put her LinkedIn profile. I'm going to check her contact information. She doesn't have a phone number. She doesn't have an email. So I'm going to put as much information on there as I can. She responded. Did I send her a presentation link? Did I schedule a Zoom with her? What's my next step? Just fill out your spreadsheet when people reply. If they don't respond, you don't need to put them on your spreadsheet, because like my
Okay.
wife's like, you're gonna have like 5,000 people on a spreadsheet in 1 month. How are you gonna keep track of all those? I'm like, you know what? Maybe I just need to track the people that actually respond. Let's
Hey,
say I want
let me
more.
ask this question,
Let's say I want
Forrest,
more.
because what I'm doing is an email campaign, and I'm tracking. I can tell when they've opened it. I can tell when they've actually clicked the links. So would I count that as a contact or a response when I can see that they've opened it? Or
That's up to
should I
you.
just?
I mean,
I
you've
have,
got 2 sides. Remember, our first deal is outgoing messages. How many
right,
outgoing messages I get? Did I send 250 emails? Right?
right.
Yes. Okay, 250. Then I've got, some people that open the email. My next reply back to that would be, "I see you opened my email. Did you have any questions?" Right? I don't know if you have what kind of autoresponder you have, or
Well,
email campaign.
I did a campaign. I have an email campaign. So every day that there's a 1-day pause within it. But when I see that they open it, what I will do is go back with another email with a schedule of the presentation and send them a link to join the presentation on, say, for Wednesday night. I send it tomorrow, but Wednesday, then if they show up for the meeting, then count them.
So there's 2 sides to that. If that's working and it works, to me, just because someone opened an email doesn't necessarily mean they're interested in attending my presentation. So
Okay.
it's just like if somebody I can see when somebody reads my message on Facebook. Just because they read my message doesn't necessarily mean they're interested in my presentation. I had somebody just get so mad at me. She had put up something that was completely oblivious to what she was prospecting. And I simply put a happy face because I thought it was a cool post. Next thing you know, I've got these posts in my deal. "Hey, join my deal. Here's the message. Here's the link. And I said, "Why are you spamming me? I didn't request this." And she says, "Well, you spam me." I put a happy face on her post on Facebook. I didn't spam her, right? So I simply blocked her and moved on. So you got to understand is, what position is your prospect at? Just because they read your email doesn't necessarily mean they want to come to your presentation. So,
But if they click the link, because it'll show me that they've clicked the link.
which link are they clicking?
EA Economy's join now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, if they're clicking the link to join now,
Right.
I don't know what your email says, so it's it's really hard for me to answer that question without seeing the email. But if the email is like, hey, we got a company, it helps you pay money. If you'd like to join, click this link. And they go,
No,
okay, and they
yeah.
click the link, right? That would make sense to me. But
Okay.
are they out of position? My first one is I want to ask them if they're even open to having a business. And then my next
Okay.
conversation, if they say, yes, I'm open, if you're open, reply back to this email with open, and then it would automatically send them an informational video that says, hey, here's what our company is about. And then here's what my company is about. Click the link below to enroll. That would make more sense to me. But that's just,
Okay.
like I said, I don't know what your email campaign looks like.
Okay.
Don't get yourself out of position with a client or a prospect just because someone sees your stuff. I love it on Facebook when I send them a Facebook message and I can see they saw my message, but they didn't reply. So what I don't assume that because they saw my message that they want my link, I'm going to go back and say, hey, Glenda, I see that you read my message, but you didn't get a chance to reply back. You're probably crazy busy like me. Would you like me to send you information on our whatever I just asked them about? And they're either going to reply back, well, yeah, sure, or no, or they just don't reply back at all, right? They may see my message again and then not reply. So if they reply knock again, I probably would reply back and say, hey, looks like this isn't a good time for you right now. I'm going to discontinue following up and I'm just going to move on, right? I'm not
Okay.
sending anybody information that doesn't specifically say, yeah, I want to look at your stuff. Now, if they're clicking on your sign up link and not signing up, I'm trying to connect the dots there, but I would have to see what your email says to why they would be clicking on your link to go to a sign up page and then not signing up. And then why we would send them to a presentation after that. It's sort of like it's out of order, but I don't know. I don't know what your email says. So
Okay.
yeah, I wish I could have answered that better, but just keep in mind as we're prospecting you guys, our first goal is to ask people if they're open. And then if they're open, now see, there's two levels of open. There's like, yeah, I'm looking to make more money. Okay, great. Next step is, are you open to taking a look at a presentation? There's two parts to that, right? Yeah, I'm open to making more money. I don't want to do a damn thing for it.
Okay.
Right. There's that, you got to dig in like, okay, great. I've got a short 20-minute presentation or 30 minutes or however long it is that explains exactly how it works. If I send this to you, how soon can you watch it so we can schedule a follow-up to get your questions answered? I don't want to watch a video. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem at all. How would you like me to deliver this information to you? Well, can you just tell me about it? Sure, I've got a 20-minute video that explains exactly how it works. You see what I'm saying? I got a video explaining exactly how it works. Great. Can I send it to you? Okay. Well, can't you just explain it to me? That's going to take me about 30 minutes. I can send you a 20-minute video. I can sit down on a Zoom and I can take 30 minutes. Which one do you want? Sometimes you got to get people like to listen to how ridiculous they're sounding. Sometimes people just want to talk to you face to face and say, hey, just jump on a quick Zoom. I can tell you what we're doing in about 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes to jump on a quick Zoom? Sure. So sometimes we just have to back it off a little bit and bring it home to them just to get them in front of the information. If they don't want to do 20-minute video, get them on a 2-minute phone call. All right.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes, it does. It really does. And I appreciate you hosting the call and doing this little challenge. It helps keep me and my team connected and accountable for doing the work.
And it's what I've learned in doing this, and there's a lot of like when we're working with Mr. Bean and he was doing his PS5. It's cool to have a chat. It's cool to have a template like that, but you still got to be able to read in between the lines. Like with Coach Higgin, my Coach Higgin, he's got a prospecting script. Like, are you open? Right. And that's cool that they're open, but you've also got to find out, are you open to looking at a presentation? Do you want to actually make more money? What are you open to exactly? Like, what are you open? Oh, I just want to see what you're doing. What does that mean? Like, what do you mean you just want to see what I'm doing? Okay, here's my website link. I'll follow up with you in 60 days. If you have any questions, here's my call me. Because some people are really just curious, like, why is this person reaching out to me? Right? They don't want to make more money. They're just curious cats, right? They They just want to, you know, see what's going on, right? They have no interest in starting a business, and sometimes you end up wasting your time following up with people that have no genuine interest in starting a business or, you know, going down this, because this isn't easy. This takes a lot of work, right? So yeah, our goal is to find, if we're looking for entrepreneurs, is to make sure that they're actually ready to go. If they're not an entrepreneur and we're looking for students, a little bit different questioning, but again, along the same deal. Okay, this is going to take work. You're not going to learn how to trade in 2 weeks. This takes time. You know? Are you going to be able to find 2 to 3 hours a week to learn how to trade? If you are, great, let's move forward. If not, I don't want you to waste $100 a month on something that you're not going to show up and do, right?
Right.
So yeah, we got to qualify people as we're going through this, but the first step is the prospecting part. We just got to knock on doors to see if people are open. Are you open? 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 And when they're open, great. Are you open to making more money? Are you open to enrolling in class? What are you open to exactly? Yeah, I've been thinking about starting a business. Oh, cool. What kind of business? And then have a normal conversation. Well, what kind of business? Oh, I'm thinking about selling socks out of my trunk in my. I'm making fun because my brother used to do this. I'm thinking about selling socks out of the trunk of my Cadillac. Really? So what got you going there? Well, my friend, he used to do it. He made a lot of money doing it. Like, okay, you got a vendor for the socks? Where are you gonna get the socks from? Yeah, I don't know yet, man. Okay, well, you're thinking about that. We have a business that has everything in it. You don't have to worry about putting socks in your trunk. It's all automated. It's all online. Would you be open to learn more about it? Yeah. If you decide to do this business, how much money would you want to make? I don't know, man. Well, if you did know, what do you think? Like $500 a week, $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week? Yeah, $2,000 a week would be nice. Perfect. Have you ever made $2,000 a week before? Nah, man. I'm on retirement income, and yeah, I get a small Social Security check. Sorry, this is a real conversation, you guys. I've had this real conversation, right? So it's qualifying people to see where they're at. Doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to enroll in the academy or into the business. Sometimes you just got to find out what their mindset is. So I know I went a little bit down the rabbit hole and the mindset and conversation that we have with people, but our first step is we just got to find people to have those conversations with. And then we either move them in or we move them out. They're either going to go to the no column or they're going to go to the yes column. They go to the yes column, how much you get, right?
Yes. Well,
Cool.
all righty.
All right. Yeah,
Well,
I got 17 more people I got to reach out to. Then I'm going to put the post up and let's have some fun doing this. If you guys have any results or fun things, put them in the WhatsApp chat and say, hey, and that way we can keep everybody motivated and moving forward. I'm excited, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
yeah. Well, I'm excited. I already have it out there, and let's see how it goes. First day.
Yep. Appreciate you guys. But while Glenda, you guys have any questions?
Day one,
Uh,
I'm
go
doing
ahead.
pretty.
So I heard Bawalia.
Yeah, I had a question. Now,
Go ahead.
you're gonna put the scripts in WhatsApp as well?
Yeah, I put them in there. They should be in the WhatsApp. If you don't see them, let me know.
Okay, I'll look.
All right.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate what you're doing for us.
Not a problem at all. I used to do these all the time, and I haven't done one in a while. And just like they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. They challenge me the most. So I appreciate you guys showing up and supporting me and doing this. So appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect. I will see you guys.